Good evening, A Powers. You are first. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Dana, good evening to you. Powell, good evening to you as well. Hargrove, good evening. Bopper, good evening to you. Uh, is that Karen Porter? Thank you so much. And indeed, it is good to be back. Ms. Dow, good evening to you. 777, good evening to you. Judy Baptiste, welcome. 777 says, I'm here, Mr. Scott, just like I promised. Amen, you did. And I am glad that you kept your promise. Thank you so much for your genuine support for this show. Miss Lewis is in the house this evening. Good evening to you. Miller, good evening. Faye is in the house. Jocelyn, I think it's Hines. Good evening. Mr. Scott, I would love to be a moderator for your channel. A Powers, that sounds great. Get with me after the show, please. Thank you. Pretty saucy. Good evening to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Miller, welcome. Echoes, so happy to see you back, Mr. Scott. Thank you, and it is indeed good to be back. I'm trying to wait for some more people to come on before we start our first show of our second season on YouTube. Carla, good evening. Thank you. Miss Washington, Miss Page, Miss Small. Star Love is in the house, as always. Okay, that's my cue. Welcome to our first live broadcast of our new season. Tonight is January the 11th. As you know, we don't do shows on the weekends, but I'm booked up for next week, so we had to do it tonight. I thank you all for your genuine support for the show and the work that we do. It is indeed a blessing to see many of you still hanging in here with me. We have bigger and better things coming for this season here. I wish I could tell you about them, but they told me to be tight-lipped about it. One thing I will tell you, though, is that not only will we be doing YouTube videos, soon I'm going to make an announcement, and that announcement is going to let you know when I'm going to be starting my own 30-minute TV show. So stay with me. We're going places. Stay with me. I promise. Again, as always, thank you all for staying with me. That means a lot to me. Tonight, we have several stories that we're going to address tonight. As you know, we are talking about the Mississippi prisons that have now become out of control. But the Mississippi Department of Correction was warned that this was going to happen ahead of time, and they did absolutely nothing. One of the main problems, along with the inmates taking over the prisons in Mississippi, is that guards aren't making any money, and so they're not coming to work. And those that are coming to work are not doing anything. Whether you're guilty or innocent, whenever you're inside of a prison or jail, you have to be protected. But this is like, if I say it's out of control, then if you've seen the videos, you know that's really an understatement to say that it's out of control. I first started seeing the videos some months ago, inmates smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, sitting on their bunks. And at first I thought it was a joke, but then I found out this is the real deal. So it tells you how secure the prison system is in the state of Mississippi. So we will be addressing that issue tonight. We're going to speak about Maleah Davis, Brittany Bowens, Darion Vance, and all those that are involved. Let me say this to you first. Don't tell me that you want me to leave this case alone and let God handle it. God will not do everything. Some things we have to do for ourselves. God will have his day with them. But right now, we must have our day with them down on planet Earth, because the wrong man is in prison for killing Maleah Davis. I'll put my neck on the chopping block and tell you, Darion Vance did not kill Maleah Lynn Davis. Now listen, he had some wrong in this, but he didn't kill him. Whatever his wrong is, that charge needs to be given to him. Houston Police Department sucks. I know what's going on, and I'm explaining some of that to you all this evening. When we get to a point in life to where we want to protect the killer rather than seek justice for a 4-year-old girl, that's a serious problem. You are just as diabolical as Brittany Bowens and her family, Craig Davis and his family. It's like nobody gives a damn about what happened to this 4-year-old girl. And they just didn't up and kill her. She was tortured throughout her very short life on planet Earth. As you've heard me say many times before, the stranger danger in this case turned out to be the one who gave birth to her. And that's Brittany Autumn Bowens. She is a monster in human form. But before we get to that tonight, a lady contacted me a few days ago. She's on the line now. And we are going to open the phone lines up after we finish speaking with Ms. Pierce. When we open the phone lines up, let me tell you this. If you call in here tonight with foolishness, I'm going to disconnect you. We're not going to discuss Jade. We're not going to discuss my recent arrest on a misdemeanor. We're not going to discuss the videos that are out. I have work to do. I cannot sit here and address foolishness every damn day. These are people of self-made misery. So if you're calling in tonight for foolishness, I'm going to advise you not to do it, because I'm going to hang up in your face. All right, now that we got that out of the way. There's a little boy that needs your help. It is a terrible situation that he is now facing. His mother inboxed me, and we've shared his story on our Injustice Investigations Facebook page. Tonight, I have his mother on the phone with me, and I'm going to stop and introduce her to you all and let her tell you what's going on with her son, because she needs your help extremely bad. Miss Pierce, good evening to you.
Good evening.
I thank you so much for accepting the invite to come on to the show this evening and share your story. And as you know, we've already shared your son's case on our page and stuff, but there's still more work to be done. So briefly, if you can give us a little background on you and what city and state you're from, and then we'll go into what's going on with Chase.
Okay. The mother of 4 sons. I'm married. I live in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I have 4 sons. My oldest son is in college. My other 2 is high school sons, and my baby is 4 years old.
Okay.
I've been with my husband since 6th grade. We've been married for 12 years.
Wow.
And
it's a long time.
We've been together 22 years, but we've been married for 12 years.
Amen. That's a very long time. Amen to that. I think back on, I guess Christmas wasn't much of a Christmas for you with the information that you received about your son. And I think it happened on December the 22nd.
Yes, that was the day that he was diagnosed.
Okay. Take us back to that day as you know when you all were in the car and what happened and where we at now.
Okay, on December the 20th, me and Chase was on the way to my son's basketball game, and Chase said, "Mom, my chest is beating too fast, or my heart is beating too fast, and my leg hurts." So I pulled over and felt his chest, and his heart was beating like out of his chest. And so I went to the ER. And when I got to the ER, they said that they were going to do an X-ray of his leg to see what was going on with his leg, but the X-ray came back that they didn't see anything. And so the doctor was like, "Well, I'm going to run some blood tests and see, if anything going on with his blood." And so when she ran his blood, it came back that all his blood cells was very low and that he was anemic and he needed a blood transfusion. And so she was like, "We're going to admit him and we're going to have to do a blood transfusion to see, and make sure everything is okay." And so I called my husband, and my husband came to the hospital. And then she came in the room after my husband got there. She came in the room and said, "Well, under the microscope, I also see cancer cells, like leukemia cells." And us as parents, we in denial. Was like, "No, not our child." And so she was like, "Well, tomorrow we're going to have another doctor come talk to you all." Which would have been that Saturday the 21st. The doctor did come in and he explained that first he wanted to do a bone marrow and we disagreed with this bone marrow. He was like, "Okay, well, we'll send his blood off and it takes 24 hours to come back." So on the 22nd, the blood test came back that he was positive for leukemia. And that day we thought, "Oh my God, our world was just like at an end. This is our baby boy." Mm-hmm. And so at first we was like, "Well, before he did that, we were saying we were going to get a second opinion." But then the doctor was like, "If y'all still want to get the second opinion, we can do that. We can just go ahead with the treatment to get everything done." And so my husband agreed that we will go ahead and stay at the hospital and that we will do the treatments. And so on that Monday, which was the 23rd, he went into surgery where they did the bone marrow test and they put a port in his chest so he can get chemo. And he came back and told us that the bone marrow showed that his thing was full of leukemia cells. Like, it was so full of leukemia cells. And so they gave him a chemo treatment that same day. They gave him blood transfusion. They gave him a platelet transfusion and to try to build back his numbers, but also try to kill the leukemia cells in his bone marrow. So they told us he would have to get treatment for 2.5 years. Right now, he's doing better than what we would expect him. As a 4-year-old, he goes every Monday for chemo treatment, and at home we have to give him medicine every day, which is steroids and another medicine to actually protect his stomach. Mm-hmm. And on Saturdays and Sundays, he has to take another medicine to help fight infections that may come that we don't, we just don't know. And so that's where we're at right now. I took some work, not knowing how long I'm going to be off from work. Mm-hmm. I've been on my job for 10 years, but they didn't agree to pay me. So right now I'm on FMLA without pay just to cover my job because Chase is not on my insurance. He's on, regular Medicaid insurance. Yes, ma'am. And so they said, being that he's not on my insurance, I can't get paid, but I can protect my job. So that's why I did the GoFundMe account, mm-hmm. And I also have the Cash App. And the reason I did the Cash App because I just found out that GoFundMe charges a percentage to use their services. Okay. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay, so what can we do to help? Because I know there are some bills piling up, medical bills and other things such as that. What can we do to help you reach your goals? I think your goal is $10,000.
Right.
Okay, so what can we do?
I mean, donations to help will help us. Especially because my oldest son is in college and he lives on campus, and we pay for his dorm every semester. He has to pay to live on campus because he's not in the same he's in the same state but not the same city as us. And we also have to buy grocery and help him with all his stuff that he needs for college. My other son, he's a basketball player. He plays varsity basketball, and he travels with the basketball team as well. And my husband, he's a barber, but that's not going to be able to help support the whole household, like bills and taking care of our other kids. So that's the only reason that I really reached out for assistance from all around the world, to be honest, because I know I would need it just to help with my family until I can get back to work, until we can overcome this with Chase.
Exactly. There is a young lady, Tina Holland. I think I pronounced her name correctly. She is asking me to ask you, what hospital is your son in?
Right now, he's not in the hospital. We are home.
Okay.
He was in the hospital for 14 days. We was in the hospital from December the 20th until January the 2nd. We got out of the hospital on January the 2nd. We were supposed to get out the 30th, right before New Year's, but Chase had caught a fever, and they wanted to monitor him for 48 hours before they sent us home. So that's why we were stuck in the hospital for New Year's as well, and Christmas, because of that fever.
Okay, so you're in Georgia?
No, I'm at West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach.
I'm from Georgia, but I stay in West Palm Beach, Florida now.
Okay. So how's your son doing now?
As of right now, he's fine. He's not his usual because it feel like I guess he feel like because we have him in a little bubble at home. Usually he can run back and forth to both sides of the house to play with his older brothers or whatever, but we have him kind of isolated. I mean, they see him and passing and going in the room because his immune system is at 0. So we don't want him to get sick. Because they go to school, they come home, they done been interacting with other kids, and we just don't want to take any chances of him getting sick at all. So Chase just be in the room, he plays his Xbox game, and danger, that's it. He either in the room playing the game, or he going to the restroom, or we going to the doctor, and that's it. But Chase was just a happy little baby, like always. So we always at the basketball game, so everybody at the game knows him because he just a excited little boy. He's very active. He loves people, but right now he's just like, I'm in a bubble because of my sickness. He knows that he has a part in his chest, but he don't really know what it's for.
Okay. And so on your GoFundMe page, if they want to just contact you, there's some information on there for that.
I'm sorry, what was it?
On your GoFundMe page, is there some contact information for you if someone wanted to reach you and help you out, other than just donating to the page?
No, my number is not on there, but I can add my number to it if that's what they would like. I can add my number, or they can go to my Facebook page and inbox me. Okay,
and what's your whole name?
Samira is Samera. Pierce, Pierce.
Okay, and if you all missed any of that, again, we've shared the GoFundMe page on our Injustice Investigations Facebook page. That's on there, and a little more in depth as to what's going on with her son. You have my sincere prayers, and anything else that we can do, if you would just call us or email us and let us know. I promise you, without a moment's hesitation, we will help you out big time. Tell your son Chase that I say hello, and again, whatever you need, if you give us a call, we will take care of that for you.
Okay, I thank you so much.
You are welcome, Ms. Pierce, and enjoy your evening. Thank you so much.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay. Okay, we're going to open up the phone lines in just a bit. Again, before we do that, if you call in with foolishness, I'm going to hang up. That's just the bottom line. Um, so if that's on your mind, don't do it. The call-in number for tonight is going to be 1-800-964-6618. Again, your call-in number is going to be 1-800-964-6618. Prisons are being beaten, are being killed. Gangs have taken over Mississippi prisons system. They're posting videos. They're showing live fights. They're showing a live killing all through social media. A prison system should never, ever get this bad. This is totally, totally out of control. One prisoner was strangled to death while other inmates looked on and cheered the killing. Gangs have taken over the prison system. It was once labeled the Mississippi State Penitentiary as one of the worst notorious prisons there is. And it looks like it's going to live up to its name once again. Inmates have been killed. Others have been just beaten. Look, I guess we can say it started when they did budget cuts. They don't have enough people to secure the facility. So I need to get the name of, there's a couple of games. I think one is called Warlords or something like that have taken over the prison system. Other inmates are writing home to their families, telling them that they're scared for their lives in there because you have inmates that have taken totally control of the prisons in Mississippi. They're telling other inmates what they can eat, where they can go, and when to go to sleep, along with some other things. These things should not be so. It should not be so. When you're in prison, it is on the state to make sure that nothing happens to you while you're in prison. That is not happening in the state of Mississippi. We received some very graphic photos of the day of rats crawling over inmates while they're laying down. We saw rats running through the jailhouse floor. Not to mention how terrible the food is. A piece of bologna and a pack of mustard is all they get for the most part. Good evening, caller. You're live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from this evening?
I am Jack, and I am from New Hampshire.
Good evening. Thank you for calling in. How are you?
I am very wonderful. I am a CEO of 5 companies.
Okay. Okay.
And I am a very big fan of you.
Ma'am?
Yes, sir?
What did you just say?
I am a very big fan of you.
Oh, well, you are very smart. You are very, very smart. I love you big time. Thank you so much.
Yes, every time I watch your videos, you just, you talk about the real stuff that be happening. I like that.
I appreciate you. When we started this show, one thing we knew we wouldn't do is deliver sugar-coated shit cookies. We're always going to tell it like it is, whether people like it or not. So we're here to inform and educate people and become part of the cure in this system rather than the symptom to what's going on in the United States. So that's has always been our goal, as long as also it's giving you a fact-based show. And I really appreciate you supporting this show.
Yes, and I just can't find any other YouTuber like you. It's just I don't know why. It's just when you talk, I feel that you're very strong with your words. You know what you're talking about society.
Sometimes I do. I hope.
Sometimes. I think all the time, sir.
I greatly appreciate that and stuff. So Yeah, that really means a lot to me, especially hearing this on our first night back, the beginning of our new season. That means a lot to me. And
so I tell her, sorry to cut you off, sir, but who do you think will be the next president?
Who
do you think will be the next president?
I don't think that's the subject for the night. Who's going to be the next president?
Like, I heard that we're going to be going to World War III and Iran.
Okay. Well, I don't know who's going to be the next president of the United States. But one thing I do know, I appreciate you calling in, but that's not our topic for the night. I will do a topic on that. I cannot tell you when and stuff, but I do I gratefully appreciate you calling in this evening.
What do you think about Donald Trump?
Have a good night. We're not going to do the bullshit. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Either you're going to call in being serious or not. I have work to do. We don't have time to play damn games and stuff, you know. So anyway, back to the prison system. This thing has gained so much attention to where JC and another rapper are threatening to sue the state of Mississippi for inhumane treatment inside their prison system. And rightfully so, they should. These inmates, they're stabbing one another. They're beating them. We got an email shortly before airtime that we haven't verified yet, but there are 2 female guards at that prison facility. I think it's Mississippi State Penitentiary. One of them allegedly has been arrested because allegedly now she opened a door for other inmates to go in and beat and kill another inmate, and she turned her back. Now, we did see, they said she had been arrested. Again, this was shortly before airtime. I cannot confirm this, but I believe it to be true, so that's why I'm telling it to you tonight. Here's what we don't know is that prison guards don't make any money. I think in Mississippi, it is below $25,000 a year. Now, I said that to say this. You will have officers working with inmates to bring in contraband in exchange for them getting whatever it is they get out of the deal. I put some pictures up a little while ago. I think it was about 30 or 40 cell phones that was confiscated from a Mississippi jail. These things ought not be so, but it's happening. And when you have to put the state of Mississippi prison system on lockdown, which is probably over 19,000 inmates, this is a serious crisis, one that cannot be overlooked. The public is outraged, and so am I. When I saw the videos, I couldn't believe it. Somebody says action needs to be taken immediately. I totally agree with you on that. It needs to happen like yesterday. But remember, the lawmakers were warned in advance of what was going to happen with Mississippi prisons. You have inmates walking around not being escorted. They're walking inside the jail and outside of the jail. Right now, they still have total control of the prison system. And other inmates in there fear for their lives because they're told what to do. And if they don't do it, then they will get beat or they will be killed. You have any drug that you want inside of the prison system, you can get. If it's crack, ecstasy, weed, mojo, or whatever, you can get it. And that's not just in the state of Mississippi. That's all over. But one of the biggest problems came in the year 2014 when Mississippi began to slash funding and staff for their prison system. There are still over, I think, 1,100 jobs that have not been filled since last year. I hope I'm right on that number. And that's simply because no one wants to take the job. And I I can understand that because hell, I wouldn't want to take the job. There are serious problems in Unit 29. One of the biggest problems is health violations. Health violations. The food's terrible. We saw rats running everywhere. We saw rats sitting with the inmates while they're eating. These things ought not to be so, but they are. And everybody is trying to pass the buck. You have prisoners escaping dilapidated buildings. It's easy for them to escape. Two escaped, I think, about a week ago, and one was later captured. I'm not sure about the other one, but this is how bad it is in the state of Mississippi. There are several videos out online of violence in the city. I can hear one inmate saying a guy was dying, and there were guards a good piece from him, and they knew what was going on, but they did nothing. You could hear the inmate saying, he's dying, he need help. They don't do anything until he died. Then they come and see about him. But by then, it is entirely too late. Someone just brought up something about the National Guard. Chapman, exactly. They said this a long time ago, the National Guard should have been brought in on this. But again, this is just not happening in the state of Mississippi. Drugs are getting in. We look at Shreveport, Louisiana, Caddo, somebody said they saw the video, Caddo Correctional Center, which, as you all know, I just left. I think it was 44 days on the misdemeanor or something, whatever. That is supposed to be a very secure facility, but it's not. Again, any drugs that you want from the street, you can have them in Caddo Correctional Center too. A popular drug, now if that would be the right term, is called Mojo. So here's what was going on with that. Inmates was getting that in the mail. It was a chemical that they would spray on the letters or whatever, and they would get it, and that's how they would get high. But when I left, there was no more mail. You were going to be reading your mail on a computer. Good evening, caller. You're live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from this evening?
My name's Joseph.
Yes, sir.
And so what do you think about Donald Trump?
You know what? Let me say this because I know who you are and I know what you're trying to do. You will interrupt your life and embarrass your damn self before you do it to me. Disturbed people try and disturb people. I'm trying to work and educate the people, and you all are calling in with bullshit. Just because you can do it. Your parents must be so fucking proud of what you all are doing right now. This is just super stupid. That shows me that your mammy was a dumb bitch. That's what that shows me. I'm not the one you want to fuck with tonight. If you're here for bullshit, get off my fucking live feed. I don't play by no goddamn rules. Get the fuck on. Kill yourself. Make the world a better place. Don't make me have to cut the goddamn phone off, period. Because you mentally disturbed. I have work to do. And you're not going to stop me from being on YouTube. If that's what you think you're going to do, that's not going to happen. With all the bullshit coming out a couple of weeks ago, let me hip you up on something. My ratings are still going up. They're going up. Because I'm good at what I do. And people respect me. This bullshit, ghetto games. Kids are not the only one in the streets playing ghetto games. Get you a fucking goddamn life. It's as simple as that. Get a life. Maleah Davis. As long as I live, your story will never die. Maleah Davis, I am your voice until we get justice. I promise you that. Craig Davis went to a hearing the other day. Someone sent me the video. We've shared it. Darion Vince was relinquishing his rights to the child. Craig Davis tried to attack Darion Vince in an open courtroom. Let me tell you something. Craig Davis didn't give a fuck about Maleah Davis either. He was beating her ass. He was neglecting her. He didn't give a fuck about her. Just like Brittany Bowens did. The mammy. You pushed her out. You carried her in your womb, but you didn't carry her in your heart. There is no statute of limitations, Brittany Bowens, on murder. Your day will come. Your day will come. Craig Davis, let me tell your sissified ass something right now, because y'all done pissed me off. Your time to clown and grab Darion Vince was when you went to the apartment and he told you allegedly that you couldn't see your own child. Bitch, you should have checked him then. But you didn't check him. You know why you didn't check him? Because he never said that shit to your ass. You in the courtroom where you know they gonna grab your ass. You just as trifling and low down as Brittany her goddamn self. You don't give a fuck about Maleah Davis. As I said all the time, if you cared about her, you wouldn't be around here with a picture on a goddamn t-shirt. Father knows best. Bull fucking shit. You should kill your goddamn self. You want to go, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him again. Really? Your ass should have been grabbed by somebody, because your name and Brittany Bowens' name is on a CPS report, not Darion Vince. Darion Vince did not kill Maleah Davis. Brittany Bowens did it on, was it April of 30th, shortly after 8 a.m. She killed her daughter inside of her apartment. Darion Vince, cleanup man. That's it. The cleanup man. That's all he was. He's so in love with Brittany Bowens' fat, out of shape, dilapidated looking ass. He will take this charge. He would take getting executed. He would take spending the rest of his life in fucking jail because he's mentally disturbed. But what he don't know is he'll never be able to be intimate with Brittany Bowens again. Now, if he want to sit in there and bite that bullet, that's his super stupid dumb ass. Go on, my friend, go on. I wouldn't do it. This woman is going on with her life, enjoying life, while you're locked up behind bars. I've had people, y'all make me go there. I've had people to call me, talk bad about Brittany Bowens, thinking I would like them and would share all the information with them. I'm told a cat to be played for the kitten. I played along. I played dumb, but I don't play dumb too long. Miss Hall, if your ass listening, I know you're related to Brittany Bowens. Jay, your ass listening, you're related to him, and Craig Davis. Linda, your ass is crooked too. You with him. I didn't tell you no more on the phone than I said on air. And whatever you hacked in and got, same thing. But what you didn't know, there are 2 other email addresses nobody know about with things that are not in one of my email addresses. It's baffling to me how you all exert so much energy in trying to save Brittany Bowens, and she killed her own fucking child. You motherfuckers shouldn't be around kids. Y'all want to protect the killer. Well, Mrs. Scott, she ain't in jail, what? Now what? Show me the proof that she did it. Show me the proof. Quit saying it. Show me the proof. Y'all are sad. Y'all are sad. You rather protect her than get justice for Maleah Davis, who lived a horrible life. This says a lot about all of you. All of you should commit suicide and die and make the world a better place. That's what you should do. You're people of self-made misery. If you thought the bullshit you've been trying to pull lately was going to take me off air and get me to stop talking about Maleah Davis, you're a fool with a serious problem. That'll never happen. I promised Maleah Davis I would make sure she get justice before I leave planet Earth. That's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, that's going to happen. The 11 o'clock hour is approaching. Brittany Bowens. Janetta, your ass got to pay too. The mother, the grandmother, she got to pay too. Now he wants to go in the courtroom and try to grab somebody. For what? He knew one goddamn thing. They was going to stop him. If he cared anything about his daughter, let me ask you this, Craig. When CPS came and took her, and you could go and visit her with supervisor being there, Brittany big ass did show up. You never showed up. Why? Because you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. When I watched her with you on videos, she was miserable. She was sad. Didn't smile. Was even fussing at you. But when I saw her with Darion Vince, like she was in Disneyland. She didn't like you. She was scared of you. You were part of the abuse that happened to Maleah Davis, child that you helped brought into this world. All of y'all are nothing but demons and witches. That's what you are. And you hate me. And you hate me with a severe passion because I tell the truth. You know one damn thing. I don't care how many YouTubers on here. I'm at your fucking front door and you know it. And it scares you because you don't know how I'm getting this fucking information. Ain't nothing changed. Just gonna make me go hard on your ass. The child is dead. And y'all acting like it's nothing. Well, why she ain't locked up now? Oh, I don't know. Let's say maybe because she's got connection with the Houston Police Department. Could that be? Dallas Police Department? Could that be it? Y'all may not believe this here. But soon, everything must come to the light. Everything. I don't know who else is not talking about it. That's not my business. I know who will continue to talk about it until I make sure Brittany Bowens is inside of a courtroom as a defendant. And Craig Davis, your ass should have been counseled a long fucking time ago. A lady said, you can't see her. She's sick. She got the flu. Oh, okay. I just take Peyton. What? That's your daughter. You didn't do nothing then. You ought to be jumping on your goddamn self. You and Brittany. You just like that attention. That's all you like. Now you want to play father knows best. You're not a father. Just a baby daddy. Big difference. That's all you are. Big difference. Big difference. This is sad that we've gotten to a point where people applaud the wrong and give a thumbs down to what's right. You hate me because I'm speaking against Brittany Bowens, which tells me you don't give a damn about the child. Deborah Dickinson said Craig got his 5 minutes of fame, and that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. I thank you all for tuning in to our show tonight. It's first night of our new season. I knew some bullshit was coming. I knew that. But you'll embarrass yourself before you ever embarrass me. I promise you that. So what I suggest you do, y'all go somewhere and get some rest. because I'll be back here again, same time. Yeah, that part. Simple as that. Maleah Davis, as long as I live, your story will never die. For those of you who are continuing to donate to this channel, I thank you, thank you, thank you. We put the links back up. The Cash App is $ Eddie Mae's Boy. PayPal.me/injustice gotcha. Your donations keep us on air and help us to do what we need to do to seek justice for people. Nobody's ever charged. Your donations help with that, along with paying other bills. So your donations is very much needed and very much appreciated. I thank you all so much for tuning in here to the show tonight. I love you big time. If I missed somebody tonight that I would normally say hello to, please forgive me. It was a strange night and stuff. So we're going to put up some more information later on Chase, the little boy whose mother was on here a little while ago, and his situation. He's fighting for his life and stuff, and they need your donations as well. And once you donate to the GoFundMe page, please share that on your Facebook page and tell others about it. Lisa Robinson, good evening to you. I love you all so much. You all have been here from day one, and you are still here, and I gratefully appreciate that. And I pray to God that I never, ever let you down. I haven't always done right, but I haven't always done wrong either. If you're looking for me in my past, you can go ahead and stop, because you won't find me there. You have to meet me in the here and now. I love you all big time. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigations. Y'all enjoy your evening.